Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Thought I'd start a new crossbow. This is the design. It's going to have this totally homemade prod made from saw blades, and yeah, that's the designs there. So I'll just get started now. Right, so what I'm going to do this time is different to the other crossbows I've made. Is this time the nut is going to be an inch thick and the trigger is going to be about half an inch. Normally I do it all about half an inch thick, but this time I'm going to do it so because what you can do then is have a groove in the nut so that you have a groove on top so that the bolt can actually touch the string. Because with the other ways, the bolt isn't actually touching the string, and sometimes it can jump over. And I'll tell you what else I'll do at a later date. After this I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to show you all how to do a sort of 90% wooden crossbow. You're still going to have to buy a prod, because with the tools I've got I can't really make a prod. Not a good prod. Although I have made one, I don't think it's going to be as good as I bought one. Yeah, and I'll show you how to make the trigger and nut out of thin metal like this. This is about 2mm, this stuff's about 4mm. This is aluminium fence posts, so you should be able to get that easily, and this stuff you should be able to get pretty easily, but that'll be for a later date. This crossbow is going to be made from plyboard and aluminium, so I'm going to start making it now. Right, and now I've got most of my wood for the stock cut out. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's about 8 bits there. I've never done a stock quite like this before. It's normally just 2 bits and a bit in the middle, but this is quite a lot of sections. And the reason I've got to do this is because of the thick nut. And I want to have on either side of the nut part of the wood. So if you imagine you'd have 2 bits in the middle, 2 bits in the middle, and then on the outside it'll be a bit like that on either side, because it's going to be an inch. So I think I'll fabricate the trigger and the nut, and then once that's done I can start putting it together. It's not going to take long really. This has probably been about an hour's work so far. To be honest, if I spent all day I could probably do this in a day. But I probably won't. I'll probably do as much as I can today and then do the rest tomorrow. So the next thing you should see is the nut and trigger roughly cut out. Right, there's my trigger and the nut there. It's called the nut. Drilled out, and I'm just gonna cut them out now, file them to shape, and then I'll show you them once they're done. Right, so far I've done I've sort of 3/4 done the nut there, 3/4 done the trigger. They fit in together like that, and I've fixed the stock together in its rough state so I can sand it and smooth it into the shape, and that's its basic shape. And the nut goes in there. Don't quite fit at the minute, but that'll be inside there, about there, inside, and the trigger will be something like that. So I don't know if I'm going to do any more today. I'll have a look. Right, so this is the end of day 1. I've got the stock sort of roughly shaped. I've just tried in, so that's where the trigger will go. That's how much of the nut will stick out. So you can see you'd pull the trigger and then the nut would spin. It's in tight at the minute, but I'll give you a little view like that. I've still got to do the groove for the bolt. Probably shoot pistol bolts out of this. There's the basic shape of it. yeah, shouldn't take too long to do. Well, I hope you enjoyed this part 1 of making a carbine crossbow, I call it, yeah. Making a carbine crossbow. See you later.